A forum here in Seoul has brought together dozens of diplomatic and defense experts, including former U.S. government officials, to discuss regional security and stability under a second Trump administration. Our correspondent Oh Soo-young covers the event.
Nuclear deterrence and alliances should not be neglected but bolstered by the United States as geopolitical tensions and global conflicts continue 3 months into the second Trump administration. That's according to officials and experts at the annual Asan Plenum in Seoul. As concerns grow over the lack of messaging on Washington's security commitment to its allies, Campbell, former US Deputy Secretary of State, raised the need for confidence building, noting North Korea's nuclear threat, Russia's potential use of nuclear weapons, and the largest nuclear buildup of modern times in China.
My own view is that over time we're going to need to do more, and we're going to need to involve our key allies, Japan and the ROK, more in decision-making around military and nuclear use, much in the way we did in Europe during parts of the Cold War.
Campbell also called for Seoul to have greater representation as an addition to the G7 or the Quad, saying its contributions to global governance are dearly valued. On trade concerns, as America rolls out reciprocal tariffs against its trading partners, the former diplomat expressed optimism towards the, quote, ingenuity and the determination by Seoul's trade officials who have travelled to Washington, D.C. for ministerial consultations this week.
Lots of discussions about enhanced technology and other investments in the United States. That's very welcome to the Trump administration. More defense engagement, but also work in areas that the United States clearly needs help. One of the areas of deepest concern is our challenges in shipbuilding, both civilian and military. It is the ROK that can help us, that can work with us in very productive partnerships.
The annual discussion comes amid the need for the Indo-Pacific security architecture to evolve to meet the challenges of a new era, especially at a time marked by competing visions of order and leadership in Northeast Asia.
Highlighting 80 years since the end of World War II that liberated South Korea from Japan's colonization, Seoul's Foreign Minister Cho Tae-yeol warned against naked self-interest that led to war in the past. As two key democratic players in the Indo-Pacific, Cho highlighted Seoul and Tokyo's dramatic improvement of relations over the past 3 years, saying their partnership is not a choice but a necessity. The two nations commemorate 60 years of normalizing bilateral ties this year. Amid the US-China rivalry, Cho said South Korea and Japan can encourage China's constructive role and prevent escalations in the region. Tokyo's ambassador to Seoul also called for continued trilateral cooperation with the US to strengthen deterrence and foster regional stability and prosperity. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.